Hello and welcome to Verbal to Visual. My name is Doug Neill, and in this video I'm going to be reading and sketching out this cover article from the March 2026 Atlantic titled AI and the Future of Work by Josh Tarangel, with the goal of helping me make sense of where we are right now and where things are headed as it relates to AI and work. Stage one of this process is just to read and highlight. So now that I've got a sense for what this article is about as a whole, I'm going to dig back into the details, revisit my highlights, and use index cards to jot down some of the key concepts. And even though I won't be sketching things out yet, I will be on the lookout for potential imagery that I might use once I bring these ideas together into some sort of an overarching drawing or diagram. Alright, so here's where we're at. You'll notice that I used a thicker marker to give each of these concepts a title, but then a smaller pen to add details. As I went along, I found myself adding more details to cards that already existed, rather than trying to create new ones. My task now is to decide how to turn these into some sort of a visual, because while there is value in this type of capture, this type of note-taking, it's not as sticky as having a drawing or a diagram to kind of bring everything together. I think I want to focus on this phrase, "this time may be different," because it has a meaning within the text, and then I have a second meaning that I want to give to it. The meaning within the text itself of the article is that this particular transformation might occur faster than others. We don't know if it will. It's too early to tell, but it might. It might be more disruptive than previous technologies. The second meaning that I want to give it has to do with how we're approaching some fundamental things about how our country runs, what capitalism looks like, what politics looks like, and what policy making looks like. Leaning into the opportunity that this situation will likely afford us to make some important systems level changes, to curb the drastic amount of inequality that we've seen in recent decades. So what I'm thinking is something that might look like this. So now I'm going from 3x5 index cards to a 4x6 index card to do a thumbnail sketch to kind of test out any particular structure idea that I might have, not to go straight toward doing it in its full scale, but to try it out small scale first, to get a sense for the composition of the sketch before getting into the nitty-gritty of actually creating it. The way I've envisioned it in my head initially was with that phrase running diagonally across the page like this. And then what that creates naturally on the page will be two sections. So what I could do here is within this section on the upper left, this could be kind of a section for how this type of transformation has happened in the past. And then this section here could be for how it could happen this time. All right, so I think I like this enough to give this a try. For this next phase of work, I'm going to switch over to using digital tools, an iPad Pro with Apple Pencil and the app Concepts. But I'm going to let this sit for a day before I do that work session. Both because I've been in focused, deep thinking mode for a while now, so a break sounds nice. But also because I want these ideas to kind of have the opportunity to ruminate in the back of my mind. I want to allow for a random spark of inspiration to come based on the experiences that I have over the next day or two whenever I get back to this, knowing that when I do make it back to this table, if there's not an idea that I'm more excited about than this one, I can plug away with this. So I'll be back then. Let's get to sketching. feel like this approach wasn't really working. I wasn't seeing a good way for these two stories to be told well. I'm going to try something here that might seem a little bit weird. I'm going to use AI to talk through where I am and see if it can provide me with suggestions for how to move forward and if I like any of those suggestions. So right now I'm working on So with that as an idea of what I want to create, I would love to hear maybe 10 suggestions for an overarching visual model that I can use to anchor the sketch of this article. Thank you. So here's what Claude came up with. A rear view mirror and windshield, a wave about to break, a scale/balance, a speed dial speedometer, a bridge under construction, 6 a dot-com bubble floating above a landscape, a fork in the road, a telescope pointed backward, a countdown clock, a construction site with 2 crews. So there's something that's kind of feels interesting or appropriate with this kind of like countdown timer. I label that AI overthrow countdown, which I don't want to be too glib about AI taking over, but it kind of fits the situation, I think. And if this were the general layout, let's see where some of these things might fit. All right, I think there's enough here that I like this. So this might be the sketch that I try next, which is to say that Claude's suggestion of a countdown timer might work. I don't know yet, but I think I like it better than any of the other things I've tried so far. I think part of the reason I like it too is that it communicates this sense of urgency, which I think is important regardless of how long the transition of kind of fully integrating AI and the speed of its development, kind of no matter what that speed is, it seems useful to communicate some urgency around the situation so that we can start transforming our systems now and prepare for a world where machines are doing a much larger percentage of the work compared to what humans are doing right now. All right, countdown clock. Let's try it. I think we got there. I'm feeling pretty good about how this all came together. This happens to fit the frame of the iPad pretty darn well. I like the countdown clock in the middle. I went with question marks instead of a specific number for days because that is a major uncertainty around this topic of the integration of AI. I was able to reference the steam engine to electricity transition and how this may be different. How a big component there is integrating new tech with legacy tech. How AI can supposedly help with that too. The paradox of economics being that it's about driving from the rearview mirror. We got CEOs appeasing the shareholder by laying off people to justify their investment in AI. Capitalism's indifferent march toward efficiency. Skilled laborers being behind knowledge workers as the potential next victims of AI. The expiration of the Trade Adjustment Assistance Program. The fact that the 119th Congress is a ghost ship. That our ability as a country to have mature conversations is very much in question. Got Bernie in there asking who's going to benefit from this transition, and then a few informational pieces, tagging the article as the source of these ideas and myself as the sketcher. So even though that was a bit of a long and convoluted process to get here, I feel like this captures pretty well this particular moment in the evolution and integration of AI tools. And yes, you might find it ironic that it took me using an AI tool to come up with this countdown clock as the primary visual. But even though it was the source of that imagery, I don't think it could have done all of this. I think there's still plenty of room for human creativity, especially if your goal is to actually learn and integrate new knowledge, which is one of the things that visual thinking is really good for. So if you enjoyed seeing the process by which I created this visual summary of a magazine article, and you would like to develop this skill yourself for the things that you're reading and listening to, and perhaps also the problems that you're solving at at work, or your own ideas that you want to be able to communicate well to others, then come check out what we're up to at verbaltovisual.com. There you will find a full-fledged curriculum as well as weekly live events where you can connect with me and other visual thinkers from around the globe to support you on your journey developing and making use of these skills. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you couldn't tell, this is a little bit of an experiment in sharing the behind-the-scenes look at developing a visual artifact. If you enjoyed it, let me know with a comment down below. I wish you luck both in the development of your own visual thinking skills and in your navigation of this rapidly changing world of work. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.